This is Carl with your three things I'm watching for Friday, April the 11th. Made it through another week almost. Starting out, recap of that WASDE report from yesterday. We'll still see some effects from that today. No major changes. USDA did cut uh, corn carry out 75 million bushels. Took 5 million bushels off soybeans and added 27 million bushels to the wheat. It really, fine tuning, and most of most of the numbers were expected. We did finally see corn exports bumped up 100 million bushels, and we did see our soy oil demand raised a little bit. U.S. soybean carryout now 1.45 billion pounds, tightest we've been there in 10 years. And speaking of tightening stocks, two global numbers that jumped out: the global wheat supply and the global corn supply, both the tightest that we've seen in 10 years. Um, just a little bit of, the report wasn't bullish, but it was definitely supportive and gives the fundamentals a little bit more of a shift in the market. Uh, Second thing I'm watching today, we'll get that report. We'll look at it a little bit this morning yet, but then we'll turn our attention. Interior market basis values starting to get a little choppy. Starting to hear out west that we're hearing some softer basis in places, but yet some pretty firm bids too. Really just starting to get a little bit more volatile. The haves and the have-nots with inventory really starting to surface in the market ahead of the spring planting season. Processing margins have slipped a little bit, and that's going to keep our basis in check. Your ethanol back to about break even. Just a week ago, we were at 10 to 15 cents, but when you devastate your energy market, you're going to see your renewable fuel margins fall too, and that's what we've seen. And the uncertainty in the entire energy complex, it's not the renewable fuels are not immune to it by any means. That takes me to the third thing that we're watching today, or I am, and this is kind of an overview type thing, but the markets right now, heavily emotionally driven. Not a lot of fundamental influence in this market in the past 5 sessions. Ever since the tariffs in last week when we announced we were going forward with everything, and of course we sold off hard last Friday, it's been emotions. Started to see what I feel is maybe a little shift back to the fundamentals this week. The WASDE report, some weather. We had some more flash sales during the day. Trade kind of looking more at traditional fundamentals and just the basics of the market. And those have given us some support in corn, soybeans, and wheat here. So maybe we can gain a little bit more into the weekend. Those are the three things I'm watching today.